How's it going, guys? I just wanted to check in and give you some important info about what's going on with me and the channel in general, but first, it's time for an update on the already infamous compensation incident. For those who haven't seen my last video, I was in the most minor car crash in history, and the injury compensation company who've been harassing me ever since have been such a pain in the butt. If you haven't seen it, why not give this annotation here a little clickety-click and hear the full story? But moving on. So, they filed an injury claim without me ever actually saying that I wanted to, because I didn't. They kept me on the phone for a long ass time talking about medication and physiotherapy, none of which I needed. They sent me an email with 6 attachments that were all huge documents full of incomprehensible legal jargon, and they arranged a medical exam which I had to attend, otherwise I would get fined apparently. Like, seriously, between every question I tried to say, listen, I don't need this injury claim, I'm not injured, and the woman just cut me off every time. There was nothing I could do to stop this compensation juggernaut from gradually picking up speed as it ploughed down the hill, mowing down my sanity in the process. And that's where we were in my last video. Since then, they've managed to add even more bullshit to the situation. In the space of a few days, I'd received 4 letters, all from different companies, saying, "We are so delighted you've chosen us to handle your injury claim." Oh yeah, I totally remember doing that. 2 of the letters were just confirming the claim and the compensation for the financial loss because of the accident, which I totally agreed to. 1 was requesting my entire medical records from birth, which is their business because why exactly? And 1 company couldn't wait to get started on sending me to rehab for the psychological shock I'd gained in the accident. What is going on here? Since when did car crashes become a free-for-all for random legal companies looking to make a quick buck? Anyway, I have good news. After many emails and phone calls and a formal complaint, they finally got the message and suspended the claim. Holy freaking ballsacks, how long did that take? Jeez, maybe now I can get some peace and quiet, but that's not all. Remember how in the last video I said, I think I should give an official shout out to the engineers at Citroen here, because this lady hit us with some fair force, but our car was completely unscathed. Well, that turned out to be nothing more than an elaborate lie! It's true, when we looked at the bumper straight after the crash, it seemed pretty much unaffected. There were no marks, no scratches, no dents. It seemed like we got away with it. However, when my mum took the car to the garage just to make sure, they quickly uncovered the horrible truth. Citroen are very sneaky, because when it's hit, the bumper pops back out to make it look like there's not a problem, but when you actually look at the underside of the car, that's a whole different story. The bar that runs across the underside of the bumper, which is meant to be straight, is now a lovely dented V-shape, leaving the car completely exposed to further damage. And apparently there's a bunch of broken clips and other doohickeys falling off, so basically the car's way more damaged than we thought it was, and Citroen lied, the dirty bastards. I no longer agree with anything I said in that last video, I take it all back. Anyway, I think if I have to talk about damaged cars and non-existent injuries anymore, I will probably implode, so let's move on to the other thing I was gonna tell you. When I first started this channel back in ye olden days of 2012, I uploaded a video every week, and I intended to stick to that schedule, and I did for a considerable amount of time. But I'm not gonna lie, since I joined the band GS 1.0 and started this wonderful musical and visual project that I love so much and want to make my main career, I've been getting hella busy. I moved house, I started devoting almost all my free time to making music and music videos and all kinds of things that meant that I couldn't devote the same amount of time to you guys, and you have to believe me when I say I feel genuinely guilty for semi-abandoning you guys. I know I'm not really that great, and 129 subscribers isn't exactly a lot, but I really appreciate every single one of you, because as a YouTuber, even the smallest amount of subscribers represents a group of people who like what you do and want to continually support you, and that is a beautiful thing on any scale. So thank you so much for joining the Terabyte party, it really means a lot to me. And yeah, I could say, I don't have time to be in a band and be Terabyte at the same time, I'm just gonna throw in the towel and bail. But I am not gonna give up on you guys. That is not my ninja way. I enjoy being that fool that you guys laugh at on the internet, and I owe it to you to keep the promise that I made when I started this channel. So, here's what's gonna go down. I'm gonna set a minimum video schedule of 1 video a month. That's guaranteed. And in between those videos, I'm gonna throw in as many extras as I can depending on how busy I am each month. These extras might be full-length epic sagas, or they might be teeny tiny little itty-bitty bits and pieces. Who knows? It's gonna be a lucky dip. It's a surprise. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say, so from now on I'll be uploading 1 big video a month followed by who knows what else, but it's gonna be fun and I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay happy, keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!